Welcome to the Get It Done Guys, quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. If you follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter or Facebook, you've probably heard me talk about the productivity musical that I co-wrote. One of the tips in the musical is all about mastering your email overload. You'll hear an excerpt later in this episode. Here's how it came about. I was pondering my inbox. Oh, email, you're my salvation and my damnation. You enslave me. Yet I can't get enough of you. Oh, it's bad for me, but Europa has it far worse. Her day job is running the register at Bernice's gardening shop, Green Growing Things too. But she's really the secret owner of the entire Eastern Bloc through a maze of corporate shells. Unfortunately, that means that whenever a decision has to be made, someone sends her an email asking her opinion. She's looking so stressed out that even her faux ermine fur coat is beginning to look a tad, well, peaked, and Europa doesn't like to look peaked. She gets testy. Email volume depends on them, not you. The reason that email can be stressful to handle is that there's just too much of it. In the 90s, Grandma Cuddles sent Europa cute little joke emails. Europa learned to delete these emails unread. Then, marketers discovered spam. They sent ads for natural female enhancement. Europa doesn't need enhancing, so she deleted those unread as well. But now, the worst has happened. Customers, prospects, coworkers, and high-ranking officials in her economic empire now all use email, and she has to read those because there may actually be something important in there. Europa receives an email from underling number 73. The subject line is, "Please supply critical information." Europa opens the message, and underling number 73 asks, "Do you know Melvin's phone number?" Really? This is about Melvin's phone number? Regardless, now the ball's in Europa's court, and number 73 feels justified in moving on to another project until Europa responds. Now, she could have number 73 executed, but she knows from bitter experience that number 74 isn't likely to behave any better. She looks at me and mutters under her breath, "I'm in email hell. I am in total email hell." This new kind of useless but distracting email is especially pernicious. Thank you, 8th grade vocabulary. You see, Europa must open each message in order to triage it. This is draining. The messages arrive in the order they were sent, and she triages in that order. She has to hop from topic to topic with no regard for her own priorities. She just reads low-priority, time-wasting items, like the Melvin's phone number message, exactly as she reads the super-important messages about her impending acquisition of China, the country, not the dishes. Each time, her brain has to jump to the new topic, and that takes energy. By the time she's finished browsing her incoming inbox, the last thing she wants to do is actually work on anything. The triage itself is draining. Europa, however, is not to be trifled with. Her motto is, the best way to take out a molehill is to use a mountain-sized rocket. She leaves nothing to chance. When she received number 73's email message, it pushed her over the top. With a sudden battle cry, her eyes lit with a terrible red fire. Wisps of smoke began to rise from her faux ermine coat, and with a huge battle cry, she selected all of the message in her inbox and pressed delete. "Inbox empty," declared her email program. And she let out a shriek of pure, unadulterated joy. She had deleted the messages she didn't want, which would be all of them. It only took about 30 seconds for her shriek of joy to turn to one of pure, unadulterated terror. She screamed, "Oh my golly, what did I just do? What if I deleted something important?" Okay, first of all, if you don't respond to something that's really important, they will send it again or they will call when you don't respond. Trust me on this one. And secondly, virtually every email system in the world saves deleted messages to a deleted messages or a trash folder. Before she could go ballistic, and when we're talking about Europa, ballistic is not a metaphor, I had her click on her trash folder. There were all of her messages. "Your messages are safe and sound. Now, just move the important ones back into your inbox." She did, and much to her surprise, she only moved a few messages back into her inbox. Those messages were all relevant to the projects that she's currently working on. Somehow, mysteriously, delete then rescue was a completely different experience from email as usual. That's because your brain isn't symmetric. When all your messages are in your inbox, your brain thinks of them as all potential tasks that need to be examined and handled. The question that you ask about each message is this safe enough to delete? So just to be safe, You keep all of the maybes. When you're looking through your trash folder, however, your brain thinks of the messages as deleted. They're gone. They're off your plate. The question you ask about each message is, do I want to bring this into my life? The maybes don't seem important enough to warrant a yes answer. So you end up moving many fewer messages back to your inbox, and you end up with a lot more energy to deal with the messages that really matter. Europa is happily typing away. Thanks to Delete Then Rescue, she's having her most productive email day in ages. Next time you're faced with a full inbox and you feel like you're in your own version of email hell, don't delete the messages you don't want. Delete all your messages. Then go to your trash folder and rescue the messages you want to keep. You'll find yourself saving so much time that you can go and write a musical about it. One that features songs like Delete Then Rescue. You can watch a 5-minute video with samples of 3 of the songs at worklessanddomore.com. Or you can listen to the audio right now.
Delete, you're rescued from your email dismay. Delete, you're rescued and you're now on your way. Where once you suffered birdie in email hell, you're now the master of your fate and of your inbox as well.
This is Steve Robbins. Check out Work Less and Do More, the zombie musical, at worklessandddomore.com. I present personal productivity workshops for your company, complete with a 2-person musical featuring professional musical theater actors. If you want to know more, visit steverobbins.com. That's SteverRobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.